This is my presentation on Chapter 7, Section 4, which is about our nation's second president, whose name was John Adams, who ran in the election of 1796. The election of 1796 was special in many different ways. For one, it was the first election in which more than one candidate ran for president. It was also the first time that political parties began to form. Even though George Washington had said in his farewell address that they should not make political parties, they did it anyway. Alexander Hamilton founded the Federalist Society, while Thomas Jefferson the Republican Democratic Party. The parties hated each other. They attacked each other. Republicans called Adams a royalist, and the Federalists accused the Republicans of favoring the French. But in the end, John Adams won the election and took office in 1797. If you just took a glance at John Adams, you probably would not see him as a president. He was slightly fat and didn't have the best people skills. He lacked Washington's dignity, and most people saw him as a cold and distant person. But people respected him, and they recognized his hard work, honesty, and his intelligence. President John Adams greatly wanted to improve the U.S.'s relationship with France, so he sent diplomats. Upon arriving, the diplomats soon discovered that the French foreign minister would not speak with them unless a $250,000 bribe was given and they received a $12 million loan. The diplomats refused. And in March of 1798, President Adams told Congress that the mission for peace had failed and referred to the French agents simply as X, Y, and Z. After hearing this, Federalists in Congress wanted a war with France. But Adams decided not to go to war. This angered many people, but he wanted peace. Even though he had decided this, American and French ships began fighting in the Caribbean. Adams sent a representative to France in hopes of ending the fighting, and the United States and French eventually signed a treaty. In 1798, Congress passed 4 laws known together as the Alien and Sedition Act. The most controversial of these 4 laws was the Sedition Act, which forbade anyone from publishing or voting criticism on the federal government. The 2 main Democratic-Republican leaders, Thomas Jefferson and James Madison, viewed these acts as a misuse of the government's power. They said that the laws were unconstitutional and that it was a misuse of the governmental power. Jefferson and Madison pressured Congress to repeal the acts. They did not, but they did allow for the acts to expire within a few years. That was my presentation on Chapter 7, Section 4, which was about the presidential career of John Adams. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye.